Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your Quince Madrina, and I am so excited to show you guys the first video of the year. So yes, it's officially 2019, and I thought this is the perfect video, super exciting, super fun, to show you guys how to pose in front of the camera for when you're going to take your photo shoot pictures for your quinceañera. Remember that these pictures are what you're going to be keeping even after your quinceañera, so you want to make sure that when you open your album 20 years from now, you're still going to be proud of the poses you were striking for your photo shoot. So before I actually show you how to pose with a quinceañera dress and all of that, I want to tell you guys about some tips and tricks that you should be using all the time, not just for this photo shoot. So one thing that I've learned during these past years is always keep your posture really nice and clean. So you want to make sure your shoulders are back, you don't want to be slouched, you want to make sure that your neck is like tilted up. You don't want to be like this because like your double chin's gonna come out. You don't want that. So you always want to make sure that your posture is on point, just because you don't want to look slouched or lazy or anything like that in your picture. It always looks bad. Other things that you do want to keep in mind are your hands, because you don't want to be doing this all the time, or having just your hands awkwardly positioned. You want to make sure they're nice, gentle. Every touch is like nice and clean, like a little princess, because sometimes your hands can be a little awkward, just like awkwardly like. It happens to me all the time, so something that you do need to keep in mind are how your hands are positioned. So if you don't have accessories, I think your hands are your best accessories in general, so you can always play with them. I mean, you can use them on your hip, you can use them to bring out your dress for different stuff that I am going to be showing you. If you don't feel comfortable with your poses, you can always practice in front of the mirror or wherever you can look at yourself, And last but not least, you want to make sure your makeup and your hair are on fleek. So you don't want to have little flyaways. Make sure that on the day of your quinceañera, you actually have like a little mini makeup bag where you can put lipstick, a quick little concealer, maybe some powder, and of course some hairspray and bobby pins, because they will come in clutch. You don't want to have flyaways. You don't want them zooming in and you have chapped lips or anything like that. So you want to make sure you always look pretty. Now let's get started. So one of the things you need to focus on when you're posing is obviously your posture. So like I had mentioned before, make sure that you're standing nice and straight, your back is straight. You don't want to come out like this. No, you want to have a nice back straight, shoulders back, like this. You guys can notice the difference between nice and straight versus slouch and ugly and not professional. So you always want to make sure that you have a very nice posture. So usually when you place a leg right in front of the other, it's supposed to make you appear more tall in a way. But with big dresses like this, you can still do it. It still looks really nice and you have a cute little pose going on. But I would suggest you mainly do this when you're taking like dresses with shorter dresses or regular clothes. There's a meeting going on outside the doors, so I think a whole department is out there cheering for everybody, probably like 2019 goals or something. Thank you. Thank you. Now, another thing that many girls do is the hip pose. So you can always, work your hips into the left, to the right, maybe even both, like this. So that's like the classic pose many do. You always want to make sure you're playing with your hands. If you don't have your ramo, your bouquet, then you can always use your hands as an accessory. Make sure you have a nice little manicure so you can use your hands without worrying about it. You just move around, honestly. You don't want to stay too serious. You want to make sure you're constantly smiling at the camera. And be yourself, act normal. I know it can kind of get awkward when somebody else is taking pictures of you, especially if you don't really know them. So majority of the time they make you feel comfortable in general, so make sure to let loose and be yourself. The more movement there is, then the more poses they can get, and your pictures will come out perfect. That will conclude today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to comment down below if you have any other tips or tricks that help you guys out to get ready for any kind of photo shoots or taking pictures in general, because I will like for you to share all of that for anybody who is having trouble posing. Remember, practice makes perfect, so if you don't feel comfortable, do it by yourself in your room, in the bathroom, where you can actually feel comfortable posing before going to your photo shoot. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more helpful YouTube videos.